Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it, get down on it, get down on it, get down on it. When you're dancing, get down on it, get down on it, get down on it, get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. What you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get down. Get on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Listen, baby, you know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it. When you move, 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 you know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it. As you move.
Attention to all athletes and all coaches. The current time is now 5:50. This session of warm-up is now over. All athletes are asked to please clear the competition pool at this time. Once again, our current time is 5:50. This session of warm-up is now over. Athletes are asked to please clear the pool at this time. Notre cher entraîneur, notre séance d'échauffement est maintenant terminée. Parfait.
What you gonna do? Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. While you're dancing, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Oh, 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 yeah. Get down on it. You move me, baby, when you move. Get down on it. 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 Get your back up off the wall. Get down on it. 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 Get your back up off the wall. Get down on it. Get down on it.
Attention to all athletes, coaches, and spectators. Welcome back to the Works Aquarena for our fourth day of swimming here at the 2025 Canada Games. We're going to be again getting competition underway in about 8 minutes time. Entraîneurs et spectateurs, spectatrices, bienvenue à la Works Aquarena pour la 4e journée de compétition de la natation des Jeux du Canada 2025. La compétition débutera dans 8 minutes. The 2025 Canada Games respectfully acknowledge that the land and waters on which we are situated are the traditional territories of diverse Indigenous peoples, and we acknowledge with respect the diverse histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuits of Newfoundland and Labrador. Les Jeux du Canada 2025 reconnaissent respectueusement que les terres et les eaux sur lesquelles ils se trouvent sont les territoires traditionnels de la peuples autochtones, et nous reconnaissons avec respect les diverses histoires et cultures des Beothuk, des Mi'kmaq, des Innu et des Inuits, des Terre-Neuve et Labrador. A reminder that only the host broadcaster has the right to stream coverage of the 2025 Canada Games. Live streaming from personal devices is not permitted. To watch all the action, visit canadagames.ca/watch and tune in to the official live stream. Nous vous rappelons que sur le diffusé au téléphone de diffuser la couverture des Jeux du Canada 2025, la diffusion en direct à partir d'appareils personnels n'est pas autorisée. Pour suivre toutes les actions, visitez le site canadagames.ca/fr/watch et écoutez la diffusion en direct officiel. The 2025 St. John's Canada Games are committed to fostering a competitive game day environment that promotes inclusivity and treats all teams, officials, and fans with respect. Discriminatory language and intimidating actions will not be tolerated. We ask that you please support all participants and spectators in a positive manner. Thank you. Les Jeux du Canada 2025 à Saint-Jean s'engagent à favoriser un environnement de compétition qui encourage l'inclusion et qui traite toutes les équipes. Les officiels et les partisans avec le respect, les langues discriminatoires et les actes d'intimidation ne seront pas tolérés. Nous vous demandons de soutenir tous et toutes les participants et spectatrices de manière positive. Nous vous remercions. We will shortly be getting underway with our first event of the session, the women's 200 freestyle, which will be followed up by the 100-meter breaststroke. We will then have a pause for our first medal ceremony for the women's and men's 200 freestyle and 100 breaststroke. La première et deuxième épreuve de la quatrième session de 2025 Jeux du Canada, le 200 mètres libre féminine et masculine, le 100 mètres brasse masculine et féminine. Athletes behind the blocks, there will be a short test start. Once again, this is a test start. A reminder, through the course of our prelim session this morning, we had 2 new Canada Games records in the multiclass women's and men's 100-meter breaststroke, swum in the women's side by Team Saskatchewan Ali Deal, breaking a 2022 record swum by Quebec's Tatiana No. And on the men's side, representing Team Ontario, Charlie Jimichelli, breaking a 2022 record of his own of 496 points with a new 736-point performance. As well, in the women's Special Olympic 50-meter backstroke, a new Canada Games record swum by Tegan Purvis, representing Team Manitoba, brings our total through the swimming portion of the Canada Games up to 21. Congratulations to those new meet record setters in our prelim session. We now ask if you are able to please rise and join in, should you feel the spirits, with the Canadian National Anthem, performed by the Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra. Voulez-vous lever, si possible, et retirer vos chapeaux pendant l'interprétation de notre hymne national par l'Orchestre symphonique de Terre-Neuve. It is time for night number 4 at the 2025 Canada Games. To all of you here in the facility, who's ready to introduce our women's 200 free? We're going to wish all athletes through tonight's session the very best of luck, and we now turn attention to the start end of the pool for the women's 200-meter freestyle. La première équipe, les premières swim, premier event for the night number 2. The 200 mètres libre féminine. Let's introduce our finalists behind the blocks. Swimming in lane number 1, representing Team Alberta, Alexandra Rogers. Lane number 2, Team Alberta, Ellie Wise. Lane 3, Team British Columbia, Kelly Choi. Lane 4, Team Ontario, Ella Harrison. In 5, Team Ontario, Chloe Walker. In couloir 6, Équipe du Québec, Riley Lefswood. Lane 7, Team British Columbia, Riley Miller. In couloir 8, Équipe du Québec, Eve Labrie. This is the women's 200 freestyle Canada Games final. Le 200 mètres libre féminine, Sud Canada finale. Welcome to night 4.
When we first dropped our bags on apartment floors.
Top qualifier for the women's 200 freestyle at 2:05.78 is Team Ontario's Ella Harrison. Tonight in lane 4. Lane 5 is Team Ontario at 2:06.30. Out of prelims, Team Ontario, Chloe Walker. Canada Games record for the 200 freestyle is a 2:02.01 set in 2013 by Kennedy Goss, representing Ontario. Leading turn is 1 minute 03 in 5. Team Ontario, Chloe Walker, followed up by a 1 minute 07 4/100 spread between Walker and Alberta's Ellie Wise in lane 2. Another further 5/10. Ella Harrison, top seed in 4 at 1 minute 54 for third. Harrison came into prelims this morning, seeded 3rd overall in the event at 2:04.94. Tonight swims up to 2nd as of the 150. Fastest out, 1:31.81 is Alberta. Ellie Wise in 2. Coming home, 10 meters to go. It is a 3/4 body length in 2. It's going to be Wise for Alberta, 2:03.37. Second place at 2:04.12. And couloir 6, 2:04.12. Équipe du Québec, Riley Lefswood, 12e fini. Results shown on the board are official. 3rd place, Kelly Choi for Team British Columbia. Our first round of medalist presentations will be taking place after the end of the men's 100-meter breaststroke. We invite our top 3 to make their way down to awards marshalling by the Canada Games banner at the far end of the pool for medalist presentation after the end of the men's 100. We move now into second swim for the event, the women's 200 freestyle B final. À suivre le final B pour le 200 mètres libre féminine.
Sound
We would like to once again remind coaches, athletes, and spectators that following the triple whistle and prior to the long whistle, our cheering and enthusiasm is curtailed for clean starts for our athletes. So that is once again a reminder to coaches, athletes, and spectators. After the long whistle, prior to the start of each race, we ask for quiet in our racing facility for a clean start for our athletes' races. B finalists underway, swimming in lane number 2. Lane number 1 is Nicole Godbout for Team Saskatchewan. Lane 2, Team Nova Scotia, Lily Zwicker. Lane 3, Team Nova Scotia, Callie Simons. In lane 5, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Maddie Lada. Lane 6, Team Saskatchewan, Macy Harlos. Lane 7, Team Manitoba, Emma Safniuk. And lane 8, Team New Brunswick, Isabel Adams. Current lead is top time into our B flight out of prelims at 2:12.858. Callie Simons for Team Newfoundland and Labrador turns for first, 1:03.25. Followed up second, McClellan in 3, and third 5, Lada for Newfoundland as well. 1:04.26 is third, and a 1:04.06, 2/10 ahead of Lada. McClellan in 3. Second fastest into our B flight. A time 4/10 off of Simons out of prelims. 2:12.97 for Lada in 5. 150 meters coming up in our women's 2 free B final. Leading turn 1:36.98, followed up by a 1:38.66. Simons, Lada, McClellan for third in 3. Top 4 into our final 25. Good closing 50 here in lane number 6 from Macy Harlos of Team Saskatchewan. Captain Green making a move for third. Into the wall for first, however, it's going to be Newfoundland and Labrador's Callie Simon. 2:10.92 and 2:12.37. Second for Macy Harlos, Saskatchewan in 6. Results shown on the board are official. Swimmers, clear the pool, please. We now turn attention to our next event. Our next swim is the men's 200-meter freestyle. À suivre le 200 mètres libre masculin. Introducing our finalists behind the blocks. Swimming in lane number 1, Team British Columbia, Alex Cameraire. Lane 2, Team Ontario, Gabriel Ardelianu. In couloir 3, équipe du Québec, Adrian Chung. In couloir 4, équipe du Québec, Eitan Isaka. Lane 5, Team Alberta, Aiden Dorfy. Lane 6, Team Alberta, Kingston Hitchcock. 7, Team Ontario, Scott Watson. And lane 8, Team British Columbia, Zach Milnes. This is the men's 200 freestyle, Canada Games final. Le final aux Jeux de Canada pour le 200 mètres libre masculin.
Hey, see y'all from Texas. We got Beyonce, Trey the Truth, and we can't forget Devin. Big shout out to them boys, and I can't forget.
Top qualifier for the men's 200 at 1:55.27 this morning in prelims. Lane 4 tonight, Équipe du Québec, Eitan Isakov. Canada Games record is a 1:52.83 from 1993. 32 years ago, representing BC, Brett Reagan, swimming at 1:52.83. Top qualifier tonight, Isikoff at 155.27 was seeded into prelims at 154.28. Leading turn, not Isikoff, but close to the outside, Gabriel Ardeleanu at 156.84. Ardeleanu, while in lane 2 tonight in finals, is the top seed from prelims for the men's 200 at 153.27. The closest to the 1993 record, 1.4 off of the 1993 32-year-old record. 126.28 is Ardeleanu up front in lane 2, followed Isikoff, la 12e position à la 500 mètres. In third, Aiden Gjorfi at 126.43. Home stretch, and it's going to be in couloir 4, équipe du Québec, Eitan Isikoff.
Deep diamonds, I got water, might just go Johnny, my Nixon.
54, 6.
Sauce Walker had us dripping, sauce heaven, thin on drink. Young Mesa had us jigging, dipping, ain't no how to think.
154.06, the fastest time, both prelims and finals for the men's 200 free. Adrian Chung, Gabriel Ardeleanu, second and third, lane 3, lane 2. Results on the board are official. Moving now to our second swim in the men's 200-meter freestyle. Behind the blocks, your B final. À suivre, la finale B pour la 200 mètres libre masculine.
Yeah. When we take it down.
Swimming in lane 1 for the B final. Team Prince Edward Island, Keegan McDougall. Lane 2, Team Prince Edward Island, Avery Fleischhauer. In 3, Team Nova Scotia, Eugene Legg. Lane 4, Team Manitoba, Noah Cambly. In 5, Team Nova Scotia, Harvey Hadley. Lane 6, Team Saskatchewan, Scott Heinbigner. 7, Team New Brunswick, Adam Patterson-Hussey. And lane 8, Team Manitoba, Carson Pehura. For the B flight, top qualifier is Noah Cambly out of prelims at 201.98. Seeded into prelims at 203.28. Swum down again to a 201.98, dropping a second, 0.3. Fastest time at the 100, however, is a 58.68 for Heinbigner representing Saskatchewan in 6. Followed up 59.61, 59.71. 1/10 between Eugene Legge and Noah Cambly for Manitoba. 59.61, 59.71. Second fastest is Harvey Hadley for Team Nova Scotia. It was a 203.05. Hadley at a 158.72 seat time in prelims. Moves up to second as of the 150 behind now. Heinbigner at 130.64. 131.42 is Legge in lane 3. Coming home, hard, strong finish in 5 for Hadley. Challenging now, Legge in 3. It's going to be Hadley in 5 at 201.75. Not Hadley. The touch for Eugene Legge of Nova Scotia in 3. 8/100ths of a second between Legge in 3, Hadley in lane 5 at 201.83. Results on the board are official. Swimmers clear the pool, please. Moving on now to our next swim. This is the women's 100-meter breaststroke. À suivre, le 100 mètres brasse féminine. Introducing now your finalists behind the blocks. Swimming in lane number 1, let's hear it for Team Manitoba, Brooke Pelican. Lane 2, Team British Columbia, Maisa Montaka. Lane 3, Team BC, Mayal Sanborn. In couloir 4, équipe du Québec, Daphne Chapchat. In couloir 5, équipe du Québec, Douay Abati. Lane 6, Team Alberta, Haley Haynes. 7, Team Ontario, Lauren Stokely. And Lane 8, Team Ontario, Alexandra Lino. This is the women's 100 breaststroke Canada Games final. La finale au Jeux du Canada pour le 100 mètres brasse féminine. Top qualifier for the women's 100-meter breaststroke, a 1:12.75 for Daphne Chapchat, lane 4 tonight, representing Équipe du Québec. 1:10.60 is our Canada Games record set in 2017 by Alberta's Avery Wiseman. Leading turn at the 50, 33.17 is Alberta, and Haley Haynes in lane 6 for the women's 100 breaststroke. Top seed time was Abeti at 1:11.52. Haynes was a 1:12.00 entry into prelims. Strong finish as well in lane 6 for, a great finish here in 3 for Miles Sanborn of BC. It's going to be 1:10.78. So close to the Canada Games record, but the top time, both prelims and finals, for BC and Sanborn. Second place, 1:15.33 is 7 Montacab for Team BC, and for third, in 5, Équipe du Québec, la troisième position, troisième fini, Équipe du Québec, Douay Abeti. Our results on the board are official. We move now to our second swim in the events for the women's 100 breaststroke, your B final behind the blocks. Finale B pour les 100 mètres brasse féminine.
I came here to run it just cause nobody's done it. Y'all don't think I can run it, but look, I've been here, I've done it. Impossible, please.
We'd like to begin asking our medalists to begin making their way down to the awards marshalling area. Our first round of medalist presentations will be taking place after the end of the men's 100 breaststroke. B finalists in the pool, top 4 out of prelims. Lane 4, Team Alberta, Carmen Duffy at 1:17.03. 1:18.17, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Hannah Kavanagh. In 3, Team Yukon, Zoe Bells. Lane 6, Team Saskatchewan, Hannah Bear. 50-meter turn, it's Kavanagh, Duffy, and Bear as top 3. Leading turn, 36.63, followed up at 36.71. 8/100ths back from Kavanagh is Duffy. Bear for third in 6. 25 to go, and our top 4 quite close together still. Looking like a growing advantage in 4 for Duffy. Strong finish as well in 6 for Bear, up to second, if not first, into the wall. It is indeed going to be Bear in 6 to the touch. 1:17.32 in 6 for Saskatchewan. 1:17.32 for Sarah Bear of Team Saskatchewan. Results on the board are official.
be together forever and ever. We don't have to worry about a thing, about a thing. No. We came here to run,
Great energy here in the facility so far this Wednesday evening for our fourth night of finals here at the 2025 Canada Games Swimming. We're going to keep it up into our last event prior to our first round of medalist presentations. We'd like to once again invite our first three events medalists to begin making their way down to marshalling at this time. We're turning attention now down to the start end of the pool for the introduction of our men's 100-meter breaststroke. À suivre la finale pour le 100 mètres brasse masculin. Introducing your finalists. Swimming in lane number 1, Team Ontario, Ian Wu. Lane 2, Team New Brunswick, Zachary Newman. Lane 3, Team Nova Scotia, Brody McPherson. In couloir 4, Équipe du Québec, Justin Léveillé. Lane 5, Team Ontario, Tazio Mastro Mateo. Lane 6, Team British Columbia, Equal Saw. Lane 7, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Carter King. And in Lane 8, representing Team Alberta, let's hear it for Soren Young. This is the men's 100 breaststroke Canada Games Final. Finale aux Jeux du Canada pour le 100 mètres brasse masculin.
I can love see the ghost. We gon' tear it down to the witnesses before we go. Everybody around acting crazy, but I get too close. Better shut up.
Canada Games record setter in the 50, Équipe du Québec, Justin Léveillé, 105.47. En 5, 47 en les préliminaires. Justin Léveillé in couloir 4, the second fastest qualifying time at 106.18. Team Ontario, Tazio, Mastro Mateo in that order at the 50, 29.81 for Léveillé in lane 1. La première turn à la 50 mètres. 29.91. 81. Léveillé, Mastro Mateo out in front. Canada Games record 2001, 102.89. Fastest time, Mastro Mateo in 5. Tazio Mastro Mateo at the fastest time in our A final, 105.11, second in 4, third in 3. La deuxième position, Équipe de Québec, Justin Léveillé, 1:5:39:38. And third for Brody McPherson of Team Nova Scotia. Results on the board are official. Our top 3 are invited to please make their way down to awards marshalling for medalist presentations starting after the end of this event. We next move into our B flight for the men's 100-meter breaststroke. À suivre le final B pour le 100 mètres brasse masculin.
If I identify the jet, when the smoking got a
B flight top 4. En couloir 4, équipe du Québec, Aiden Pin. In lane 5, Team Alberta, Jackson Kwan. Top qualifying time, 1:08.68 en 8:68 in couloir 4 for Aiden Pin. Jackson Kwan at 1:08.81, just a tenth and a couple hundredths behind that. And for the third and fourth fastest, Liam Chu for Team BC in lane 3. Team Manitoba, Lucas Bewick in 6. Kwan leads 31.07. Pin for Quebec, not inside our top 3 currently. 31.21 is Bewick just behind Kwan. And then BC and Liam Chu in 3. Tight race for second, third, 5 and 6 are again Kwan and Bewick leading though. 3 strong finish to the second half for Chu, 1:06.95, first and 3. One for second, Team Alberta in 5 at 1:08.07, and third, Bewick for Manitoba, 1:08.54.
Kicking it, who want next? Let's go. The quickest of hands, and I got your man, you look at perplexed. Ow! Totally zen, I know who I am, I ain't got a flex. I'm hard to impress, yeah. I'm good and I'm blessed, yeah. I move with finesse, I'm sliding like ice up under my steps, yeah. I'm cool in real life, yeah. You cool on the net, yeah. We not the same, failure to me is you doing your best, yeah. Word to my mama, I value my honor, I get my respect.
We will soon be moving into our medalist presentation for the men's 100-meter breaststroke, along with the women's 100 breaststroke. Starting off with our women's and men's 200 freestyle, we'd like to ask all of our 4 batches of medalists to please be making their way down to awards marshalling if you have not yet done so at this time. Results shown on the board for the B final are now declared official. Once again, results shown on the board for the B flight are official.
This is how legends are made.
For all of our spectators on the opposite side of the pool to our teams, we are chucking out some Team Canada t-shirts in red and white. Keep an eye out for our volunteer tossing away some free t-shirts.
I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made.
We'd like to once again call all athletes for our first 4 events, the women's and men's 200 freestyle and 100-meter breaststroke, to please be making their way down to awards marshalling at this time. Once again, all athletes in our first 4 events, our first 4 swims, are asked to please be making their way down to awards marshalling or medalist presentation.
Untouchable. Are made.
We'd also like to remind, while we have a few moments here, coaches, relay name change deadline for the 4x100 meter medley relay is 7 o'clock this evening. Once again, the relay name change deadline for the 4x100 medley relay is 7 o'clock. La date de limite de changement du nom du relay 4 par 104 nages et 19 heures. We are now moving into our medalist presentation for our first round of medals. This will be our women's 200 freestyle. The medal program is brought to you again by Equinox Gold, proud sponsor and medal supplier of the 2025 Canada Games. Le programme de médailles est présenté par Equinox Gold, fier commanditaire des Jeux du Canada 2025. Please welcome our medalists for the women's 200 freestyle. Veuillez accueillir nos médaillés de femmes du 100 mètres libre. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals to our athletes. Au nom des Jeux du Canada 2025, remettre les médailles de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. From the Canada Games Host Society Boards, Jamie Schwartz. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team British Columbia, Kelly Choi. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, representing médaille d'argent, représentée équipe du Québec, Riley Lefsford. You're a gold medalist, médaille d'or, representing Team Alberta, Ellie Wise. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. We will next be presenting our awards for the men's 200 freestyle in just a few moments. Please now welcome your medalists for the men's 200 freestyle. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles du homme du 100 mètres libre. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals to our winners. Au nom des Jeux du Canada 2025, remettre les médailles de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. Canada Games Host Society Board Member Jamie Schwartz. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team Ontario, Gabriel Ardelianu. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, représentée équipe du Québec, Adrian Chung. Your gold medalist, médaille d'or, représentée équipe du Québec, Aitan Isakov. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. Please now welcome our medalists for the women's 100 breaststroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médaillés du femmes 100 mètres brasse. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals for this event, au nom du Jeux du Canada 2025, remettra les médailles du bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. Canada Games Host Society board member Jamie Schwartz. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, représentez Équipe du Québec, Douai Abeti. Your silver medalist, your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, Team Alberta, Haley Haynes. And your gold medalist, et la médaille d'or, Team British Columbia, Maëlle Sanborn. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. Please now welcome your medalists for the men's 100 breaststroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médaillés du homme 100 mètres brasse. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, now presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals. En nom de Jeux du Canada 2025, remettra les médailles de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. Host Society board member Jamie Schwartz. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team Nova Scotia, Brody McPherson. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, représentez Équipe du Québec, Justine Léveillé. And your gold medalist, et la médaille d'or, from representing Team Ontario, Tazio Mastromateo. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. few moments as we get our pool set for our next two events, which will be the women's and men's multi-class 100-meter breaststroke. We now direct your attention to the start end of the pool, where we begin our introductions for the women's 100-meter breaststroke. For our multi-class final, à suivre le 100 mètres brasse féminine para. Introducing our finalists, swimming in lane number 1, representing Team Ontario. Let's hear it for Kate Smith. Swimming in lane 2, Team British Columbia, Catherine McCurach. In 3, Team Ontario, Alyssa Smythe. Lane number 4, Team Manitoba, Maxine Levitt. In couloir 5, Équipe du Québec, Mathilde Falardeau. Lane 6, Team British Columbia, Sophie Wood. En couloir 7, Équipe du Québec, Florence Pelletier. Lane number 8, Team New Brunswick, Ella Tucker. This is the women's multi-class 100-meter breaststroke Canada Games final. Le final aux Jeux du Canada pour le 100 mètres brasse féminine para. Top qualifying time, a 1:26.55 from Team Manitoba, Maxine Levitt in lane 4, 1:28.67, 28.67 in couloir 5, Équipe du Québec, Mathilde Falardeau. Off the 50-meter turn, Levitt followed Falardeau, 37.82, 41.0 seconds, 7. La deuxième position à la 50 mètres, 41.17 pour Mathilde Falardeau en couloir 5. This morning in prelims, Ali Deal from Team Saskatchewan set a new Canada Games record at 871 points. Final one stroke for Maxine Levitt and for Team Manitoba, 1:23.80. Maxine Levitt, the fastest finish in the pool. Second fastest in the heats, Équipe du Québec in couloir 5, 1:27.37 en 37. Deuxième position, deuxième fini, Falardeau in couloir 5. Third fastest into the wall, 1:30.61 is Ontario's Alyssa Smythe in lane 3. Final two strokes for Team New Brunswick, SP5 classified Ella Tucker. We remind all spectators, athletes, and coaches that for our multi-class women's and men's events, our para events, our times are not the deciding factor for awards. Our times are compared against sport classification, and between the sport classification and time swum in events, performance points are assigned for each swim, and we will be ordering our results by performance points and calling down our medalists later on in our session. Times and times alone on the board have been declared correct. Once again, we will be re-ranking our performances by performance points and calling our medalists down to the podium later on in our session. We next move on to our next event. Behind the blocks, this is our multi-class men's athletes for the 100-meter breaststroke. À suivre, le final pour le 100 mètres brasse masculine para. Introducing our finalists, swimming in lane number 1, Team BC, Roy Pad. Lane 2, Team Ontario, George Kierstead. In lane 3, representing Team Ontario, Charlie Jimakelly. Lane 4, Team New Brunswick, Ruben Smith. Lane 5, Team BC, Ken Stroud. And couloir 6, Équipe du Québec, Antoine Saint-Germain. Lane 7, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Nate Luscombe. And lane 8, équipe in couloir 8S, équipe du Québec, Tyson Jacob. This is your Canada Games final for the men's 100 multi-class breaststroke. Le final au Jeux du Canada pour le 100 mètres brasse masculin para. Now our top time-based seed in the men's multi-class is a 1:22.02 for Teams New Brunswick, Ruben Smith in lane 4. This morning in prelims, Charlie Jimakelly for Team Ontario setting a new Canada Games record with 736 performance points at a 1:25.75. Any time under this will be another Canada Games record, barring any faster swims from Ken Stroud, also close at 7:23. Saint-Germain in lane 6, the national record holder for the SB12 men's 100 breaststroke. 1:25.38 is the record set. 38.44 is the leading turn for Saint-Germain. Under Canadian record pace, 39.01 at Pointe Claire in Quebec at the Coupe de Québec Senior. Jimakelly in lane 3, not far off the Canadian record for the SB8 sport class. Record there stands at 1:23.12 San Antonio, USA, March 2010. Fastest time is Stroud at 1:16. And in lane number 6, 1:25.12. It's a new unofficial Canadian record. Antoine Saint-Germain at 1:25.12 is 3/10 under his own national record from March 14th, 2025. Jimmy Kelly at 1:24.13 is a narrow miss. Fastest time is Stroud at 1:16.48 in 5. This time well under. Prelims at 1:22.16.
Just screw it up in these trying times. We're not trying. So cut the headlights. Summer's a knife. I'm always waiting for you just to cut to the bone. Devils roll the dice. In
Ladies and gentlemen, folks of all spectators, coaches, and athletes, times on the board have been declared correct. That is a new S12 Canadian record. Équipe du Québec, Antoine Saint-Germain avec un nouveau record canadien. Congratulations, félicitations, and we prepare now to move on to our next race behind the blocks, our women's 200-meter butterfly. Moving on to our introduction for the women's 200 fly. Swimming in lane number 1, Team Nova Scotia, Mary Ellen Holland. Lane 2, Team BC, Naomi Minot. In 3, Team BC, Emily Golanowski. Lane 4, Team Ontario, Isabella Cooper. Lane 5, Team Ontario, Ella Harrison. In couloir 6, Équipe du Québec, Taylor Ferguson. In couloir 7, Équipe du Québec, Jaden Dagson. And in lane 8, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Anna Rideout. This is the women's 200-meter butterfly Canada Games final. Le 200 mètres papillon final aux Jeux du Canada.
Texas real Cadillacs threw me everything back to London, Jamaica, then France, the whole damn world.
Our next medal ceremony will be taking place after the end of the men's 200-meter butterfly. Finalists in the pool for the women's event, Team Ontario, Isabella Cooper at 2:18.49, 2:18.73 for Team Ontario, Ella Harrison in prelims as second fastest in our preliminary session for the women's 200s. 50-meter turn. And the leading time is a 30.84, 30.85, 1/100th of a second apart. Our two BC athletes, Naomi Minot and Emily Golanowski. At the 100, however, different story. 1:05.18 coming back at 34.29. Fastest across the pool, Isabella Cooper for Ontario. Followed up 1:05.78 for Emily Golanowski. And for third, Ella Harrison, 1:06.20. A second between first and third, Golanowski behind Cooper for second. Canada Games record is a 2:15.15.
Presidential through your residential, no, it's nothing.
150-meter turn, Cooper leading the way, 1:39.99, over 2 seconds faster than Golanowski for second at the moment in lane number 3. Into the wall, it's going to be 2:15.87, and Isabella Cooper 0.4 of a second away from the Canada Games record. Not quite enough in our A final, but first nonetheless for our swim here tonight.
Give me cheat, give me purr, give me meow, give me her, give me funds, give me rights, give me fight, give me
second place is a 2:19.57 for Ella Harrison and 2:20.02 in 3 for Golanowski for third. Results on the board are official. Moving on now to our B flight for the women's 200 fly. À suivre le final B pour le 200 mètres papillon féminine.
Foreign cars, top down, staring at the stars. Yeah.
B finalists underway. Swimming in lane number 1, Team New Brunswick, Biba Taha. Lane 2, Team Manitoba, Sadie Blatcher. In 3, Team New Brunswick, Lily Awad. In 4, for Team Saskatchewan, Jillian Keemans. Lane 5, Team Nova Scotia, Leanna Morgans. Lane 6, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Kiara Higdon. Lane 7, Team Prince Edward Island, Emily Cosby. And Lane 8, Team Yukon, Mallory Horton. Fastest time into the wall, Higdon at 1:12.19 leads out 1:12.75 over Morgans in 5, and third, Keemans 4, 1:13.54.
Foreign
150-meter turn.
cars,
And off comes Higdon at 1:53.17, 1:54.31, and 1:54.38. 7 100ths apart, but the faster of the two outbound 50s for Keemans at 40.77, 9/10 faster than Morgan's, and will be gaining through the final 25 in 6. Higdon now closing on first in lane 4. Saskatchewan's Jillian Keemans into the final 10. It's a takeover for first. Top time is going to be for Kiara Higdon, 2:35.01.
push my pen. I can't tame my passion for him. Can't keep up what happened to them.
Second at 2:35.57, Team Saskatchewan, Jillian Keemans in lane 4. Third, Morgans for Nova Scotia in 5.
Now I'm riding foreign cars, top down, staring at the stars. Attitude, so the stars. Big moves, only so long. Foreign cars, top down, staring at the stars. Attitude, so the stars. Big moves, only so long. This might hurt.
Results shown on the board are official for the B final.
This might hurt. I sweat hard. Wet t-shirt. Extra large. Ain't scared of the dirt.
If you had one shot,
It is now time to turn our attention to the start end of the pool for the men's 200 butterfly. À suivre, le 200 mètres papillon masculin. Introducing your finalists in lane 1, Team British Columbia, Preston Seneveratni. En couloir 2, équipe du Québec, Adrian Chung. Lane 3, Team Ontario, Matthew Blackwell. En couloir 4, équipe du Québec, Émile Tifo. Lane 5, Team BC, Max Wu. Lane 6, Team Alberta, Maddox Oliver. In 7, Team Alberta, Samuel Bygrave. Lane 8, Team Ontario, Denise Cabral. This is the men's 200 fly, Canada Games final. Le final au sud du Canada pour le 200 mètres papillon masculin.
The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring. The superstar is close to post.
Le meilleur qualifié des préliminaires. En couloir 4, équipe du Québec, Émile Tifo. 2, 5, 85, 205, 85, top qualifier out of prelims, Émile Tifo. Team British Columbia, Max Wu is second fastest at 207.74. La première position à la 100 mètres, 58-76. Tifo in couloir 4, 58-76 for Tifo, leading in 4, 59-28 Ontario. Matthew Blackwell in lane number 4, lane 3. 125, heading down to 150. 150-meter turn at 130.77. Tifo leads à la 150 mètres. 1:30.77. En couloir 4, la première position, Tifo, Ontario, and Blackwell for second. Fastest time at the end of the two fly. La première finie, 2:4.33. Équipe du Québec, Émile Tifo. Second place at 2:05.00 is Matthew Blackwell, and third, BC Max Wu in lane 5. 3 and 5 for second and third, and Tifo for first. Results on the board are official. Swimmers, clear the pool, please. We next move into our B flight for the men's 200 butterfly. À suivre le final B pour le 200 mètres papillon masculin. B finalists underway. Swimming in lane 1, Team Manitoba, Carson Behura. Lane 2, Team Nova Scotia, Idan Ari. Lane 3, in couloir 3, équipe Nouvelle-Écosse, Nicolas Matteau. Lane 4, Team Saskatchewan, Josh Austin Coyle. Lane 5, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Tyler Breakspear. 6, Team Saskatchewan, Max Joe. En couloir 7, équipe du Île-de-Prince-Édouard, Samuel Gaudet. And lane 8, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Owen Carew. Leading the way, coming towards our 100 up front in 4 is Austin Coyle, who was a 2:12.19 in prelims.
He
150-meter turn is the 1:36.26. Josh Austin Coyle leads for Saskatchewan. 1:39.85 in 6 for Max Joe. And home stretch up in front, all by his lonesome. It's going to be Josh Austin Coyle for first in our B flights. 2:11.32. Second at 2:16.81 is Team Saskatchewan, Max Joe. Once again, swimmers, please clear the pool. Results shown on the board for the B final are official. We now invite our top 3 from our women's and men's 200 fly and our women's and men's multi-class 100-meter breaststroke to please make their way down to awards for medalist presentation. For our para-athletes, to clarify, we are asking for Team Ontario, Alyssa Smythe, Équipe du Québec, Mathilde Valado, and Team Manitoba, Maxine Levitz. And from the men's side, Team BC, Roy Pan, Team Ontario, Charlie Jimakelly, and Team BC, Ken Stroud, to please make their way down to the awards podium. We now move into our medalist presentations for the women's and men's multi-class 50 and 100 breaststroke and the women's and men's 200 butterfly. Please welcome your medalists for the women's 50 breaststroke and 100 breaststroke combined events. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de l'épreuve de femmes 50 et 100 mètres brasse féminine para. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals for this event, en nom de Jeux du Canada 2025, remettra les médailles de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnantes. 1977 Canada Games men's 200-meter butterfly gold medal winner for Team Newfoundland, Blair Turker. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team Ontario, Alyssa Smythe. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, équipe du Québec, Mathilde Falardeau. You're a gold medalist, médaille d'or, Team Manitoba, Maxine Lavitz. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. Please now welcome our medalists for the men's 50 and 100-meter multiclass breaststroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de l'épreuve du homme 50 et 100 mètres brasse masculine para. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team British Columbia, Roy Pan. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, representing Team Ontario, Charlie Jimackelly. You're a gold medalist, médaille d'or, avec un nouveau record au Jeux du Canada, with a new Canada Games record from Team British Columbia, Ken Stroud. This morning in prelims, Charles Jimackelly with a 736-point performance. Tonight in finals at 8:31, Stroud with the new Canada Games record set in the men's 150 event. With congratulations to that new record set, congratulations medalists, félicitations médailles. Please now welcome our medalists for the women's 200 butterfly. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de l'épreuve de femmes, 200 mètres papillon. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals. Au nom du Jeux du Canada 2025, remettra la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or au gagnant. Canada Games men's 200-meter butterfly, gold medal winner for Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Blair Turker. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team British Columbia, Emily Golanowski. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, Team Ontario, Ella Harrison. Your gold medalist, médaille d'or, representing Team Ontario, Isabella Cooper. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. Please now welcome our medalists for the men's 200 butterfly. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de l'épreuve de homme 200 mètres papillon. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, now presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals. Au nom du Jeux du Canada 2025, remettre la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or au gagnant. 1977 Canada Games men's 200-meter butterfly, gold medal winner for Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Blair Tucker. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team British Columbia, Max Wu. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, representing Team Ontario, Matthew Blackwell. And your gold medalist, et le médaille d'or, représentant Équipe du Québec, Émile Tifo. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles.
Gotta help me out. It's all a blur like I'm broke.
It is now time to move on with our session. We now direct attention to the start end of the pool, where we move into our 50-meter Special Olympics women's 50 backstroke. À suivre, le 50 mètres d'eau féminine, Olympique spécial. Let's introduce our finalists. Swimming in lane 1, Team Alberta, Aliyah DeGruchy. Swimming in 2, Team Ontario, Angelina Gutman. Lane 3, Team Alberta, Casey J. Cruz. Lane 4, Team Manitoba, Tegan Purvis. Lane 5, Team Nova Scotia, Ellie Hearn. En couloir 6, Équipe du Québec, Emma Girard. Lane 7, Team British Columbia, Haley Borowski. Lane 8, Team Manitoba, Lily Spiteri. This is the women's 50-meter backstroke Special Olympics final. This morning in prelims, 42:03, Team Manitoba for Tegan Purvis, our first Canada Games record breaker for this year's event. Broke a 42:24, swum in 2005 by Erica Buelo representing Ontario. 39 on the clock, 40, and into the wall, 41:28. It's Purvis with a new unofficial Canada Games record. Second place at 44:21, Ellie Hearn for Nova Scotia. Swimmers, clear the pool, please. Third at 47:95, Casey J. Cruz for Alberta. Eight tenths under her morning session swim. Results on the board are official. It's a back-to-back Canada Games record for Tegan Purvis of Manitoba. We move now on to our next swim, the Special Olympics men's 50-meter backstroke. À suivre, le 50 mètres d'eau masculine Olympique spécial. Introducing our finalists. Swimming in lane number 1, Team Alberta, Wesley Wilkes. In couloir 2, Équipe du Québec, Javier Morin. Lane 3, Team BC, Ramon Sitanko. En couloir 4, Équipe Nouvelle-Écosse, Landon Albo. Lane 5, Team Manitoba, Benjamin Purvis. Lane 6, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Thomas Kelly. In 7, for Team Ontario, it's Antonio Fricano. En couloir 8, avec par Équipe du Québec, Lucas Landry. This is the Special Olympics 50-meter backstroke men's Canada Games final. La finale aux Jeux du Canada pour this 50 mètres d'eau masculine olympique spécial. Top qualifier in the Special Olympics men's swim. En couloir 4, lane 4, Nova Scotia, Landon Arbeau at 34.89. Benjamin Purvis at 35.57 and 5. Tonight, it's going to be Arbeau. En couloir 4, 34-16. La première finie pour les 100 mètres bateau masculine Olympique spécial. Swimmers, clear the pool, please. 35.07 is second in lane 5 for Benjamin Purvis of Team Manitoba. And for third, 35.92, Ramon Sitanko for Team BC. A 7/10 drop from his prelim session swim, 34.16 for Arbeau. Results shown on the board are official.
I was feeling so blue, but then it turned me out. Let it do it to you. It's not a one night stand if it turns into two. Oh, I like it. It's 5 a.m. We feel so good, it's almost frightening. Let's try again. I don't deserve you, you're a diamond. We never.
Really, I'm honestly just sad about my shoes.
It is time now to direct attention to our next event. Behind the blocks, our women's 100-meter backstroke. À suivre, le 100 mètres d'eau féminin. Introducing our finalists. Swimming in lane number 1 for Team British Columbia, Emma Shaw. Lane 2, Team Alberta, Hillary Woe. En couloir 3, équipe du Québec, Aurélia Girard. Lane 4, Team Alberta, Christine Jo. En couloir 4-5, équipe du Québec, Riley Lefebvre. Lane 6, Team Ontario, Jordan Richardson. Lane 7, Team BC, Kelly Choi. Lane 8, Team Ontario, Ella Bennett. This is the Canada Games final for the women's 100-meter backstroke. The finale au Jeux du Canada pour les 100 mètres d'eau féminine.
1-800-HOT-AND-FUN is my number, hear my line. 1-800-HOT-AND-FUN, hear my ringtone every time. 1-800-HOT-AND-FUN. I'm not trying to leave until we keep this to the roads. But if they do it's cool, you'll get an address in my phone. I like to dance when I party. I like to kiss everybody. Where the heck is Saki? She's waiting down in the lobby. I'm trying to break it down, yeah, baby, get her, turn up the party.
Top qualifier for the women's 100-meter backstroke, Christine Jo for Team Alberta was a 104.74 in prelims. Jo this morning, however, seeded into prelims at 104.18, swum up slightly. In lane 5 at 104.97 in prelims, Team Quebec, Riley Lefsrud. However, lane 3, la deuxième position, it's Aurélia Girard at 104.26, deuxième fini. In couloir droit, couloir droit. For top time, 1:02.99 is Joe in 4. Big drop from morning session and from seed time into this morning session at 1:04.18 into prelims, drops over a second from that time tonight in finals. 3 and 7 are second and third. La deuxième position in couloir 3 par équipe de Québec, Aurélia Gigarde. Results on the board are official. We'll invite our top 3 to begin making their way down to the awards podium. And we move now into our B flights for the women's 100 backstroke. À suivre, la finale B pour le 100 mètres d'eau féminine. B finalists, top 2 into the 50 are at 32.80 in lane 5 for Prince Edward Island's Ivy Band, followed in lane number 4, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Alexandra Campbell. Third at the 50, 33.15, Team Saskatchewan, Cassius Tapatat in lane number 6. Tight field in the B final. 3, 4, 5. Lock stroke into the wall. It is Madden in lane 3, 1:07.52 for Addison Madden of Manitoba. Madden's time 2/10 ahead of Team PEI. Ivy Band at 1:07.744 third. In between is a 1:07.65. 10.3 behind Madden. Addison Alexandra Campbell for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. Results shown on the board for the B final are official.
And it's kinda tricky. Batman City. You know when I beat my chest in the middle of the city. If you wanna be my guest, it's a Batman thing, so please don't bother act silly. I never wanna run from Philly, get stung from Essex and die from Leighton. When man's looking for a high grade, I wanna put a yard man blatant. I tell them it's a Batman City. Pass with the herbs like
we're moving on now to our men's 100-meter backstroke. À suivre, le 100 mètres d'eau masculin. Well, let's introduce our finalists behind the blocks. Swimming in lane number 1, Team British Columbia, Liam Chu. Lane 2, Team British Columbia, Colton Gonzalez. Lane 3, Team Ontario, Carson Killam. Lane 4, Team Ontario, Gavin Shinkeljoy. En couloir 5, équipe du Québec, Oliver Carpenter. En couloir 6, équipe du Québec, Élie Pelletier. Lane 7, Team Alberta, Skinnen Sen. And in lane number 8 for Team Newfoundland and Labrador, James Travers. This is the Canada Games men's 100-meter backstroke A final. As this, le final au Jeux du Canada pour le 100 mètres d'eau masculin. Off goes our A final. Our top qualifier is Team Ontario, Gavin Shinkleshoek, 57.25 in prelims, under a fourth place finish at Canadian Trials in the men's 100 backstroke at 57.52. 57.25 would have ranked in the men's junior final. Slightly faster than his fourth place effort, though still fourth. Oliver Carpenter in lane 5, la troisième position à la 50 mètres. Shinkleshoek, Killam, and Carpenter. Down the home stretch, it's going to be in lane number 4 for Team Ontario. Shinkleshoek at 57.05. Second place is lane number 3, 57.87 for Ontario's Carson Killam. And third place in lane 5, 57.99, Équipe du Québec, Oliver Carpenter. Results shown on the board are official. We next move into our B flights for the men's 100-meter backstroke. À suivre, le final B pour les 100 mètres d'eau masculin.
Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City. Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City. Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City. Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City. Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City. Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City. Ask who want me from me, tell them Batman City.
B final.
Yes, sir.
Set the order, don't violate, don't cross the border. The penalty's hefty, we've never been friendly. You're better off stepping up and holding your corner. My city ain't fresh like water, no place for your son or your daughter. Holler at my youngers, they got the numbers. Cash by the hour, not cash by the quarter. Hour, every 15, that means head tops could be coming off clean. I don't wanna boast and brag about my ends, but my roadside in the city of dreams. Nightmares, plots, schemes, you never know when you're surrounded by fiends. I tell you this straight, even a gal let me train to assassinate.
Top seed into our B final. Out of prelims at 1:01:01. A back and forth palindrome. Team Alberta's Luke Legacy was seeded into prelims at 1:15. Will he break a minute tonight? Legacy leads 28.86. At this pace, he will. 29.48 is Soren Hansen for Saskatchewan in lane 3. 29.84 is Ethan Kershaw, and we have a step up from second alternates, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Michael Collins-Wall into lane number 6. Home stretch, good finish in 3 and 4. Hansen, Legacy, but it's going to be 1:56 for Team Alberta and Luke Legacy. Second place finish at 1:01:36 is Soren Hansen for Saskatchewan. Results shown on the board are official for the B flights. In just a few moments, we'll be moving into our medal ceremonies for the Special Olympics Women's and Men's 50 backstroke and the Women's and Men's 100-meter backstroke. We ask all of our finalists, all of our medalists to be present and accounted for in awards marshalling at this time. If our athletes in question are not, please make your way down to awards marshalling as soon as possible. And we have some more Team Canada t-shirts making their way out for our spectators. Eyes up, heads up. Direct attention now down to the Canada Games, Jeux de Canada 2025 banner at the far end of the pool, and ask you to please welcome our medalists for the Women's Special Olympics 50 backstroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de l'épreuve de femmes 50 mètres d'eau Olympique spécial. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals. Au nom du Jeux de Canada 2025, remettre la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. President and Vice Chancellor for Memorial University, Janet Morrison. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, representing Team Alberta, Casey J. Cruz. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, Team Nova Scotia, Ellie Hearn. And your gold medalist, médaille d'or, avec un nouveau record aux Jeux du Canada, with a new Canada Games record. With Team Manitoba, Tegan Purvis. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médaillés. Please now welcome our medalists for the men's 50-meter backstroke, our Special Olympics medalists in the men's 50-meter backstroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de l'épreuve du homme 50 mètres d'eau Olympique spécial. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals, au nom du Jeux de Canada 2025, remettre la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. President and Vice Chancellor for Memorial University, Janet Morrison. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, representing Team BC, Ramon Sitenko. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, representing Team Manitoba, Benjamin Purvis. And your gold medalist, et la médaille d'or, représentez équipe Nouvelle-Écosse, Landon Arbour. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médaillés. Please now welcome your medalists for the women's 100-meter backstroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médaillés de l'épreuve de femmes 100 mètres d'or. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver and gold medals. Au nom du Jeux du Canada 2025, remettre la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. Memorial University's Ken Rogers. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Team British Columbia, Kelly Choi. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, représentez Équipe du Québec, Aurélia Giraud. And your gold medalist, a médaille d'or, Team Alberta, Christine Jo. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médaillés. Please now welcome our medalists for the men's 100-meter backstroke. Veuillez accueillir nos médaillés de l'épreuve du homme 100 mètres d'or. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals, au nom de Jeux du Canada 2025, remettra la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or au gagnant, President and Vice Chancellor for Memorial University, Janet Morrison. Your bronze medalist, médaille de bronze, Équipe du Québec, Oliver Carpenter. Your silver medalist, médaille d'argent, representing Team Ontario, Carson Killam. And your gold medalist, médaille d'or, Team Ontario, Gavin Schinkel-Joak. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médailles. We have 4 swims left to go in night 4 of the 2025 Canada Games swimming events. And so far through our course of finals, 2 new Canada Games records and 1 new Canadian record in our para events and the Special Olympics women's 50-meter backstroke. We're going to be turning attention shortly to the start end of the pool for our first of 2 time finals in the women's 400-meter medley relay. Behind the blocks, this is now Heat 1 of 2 time finals for the women's 4x100 medley relay. À suivre, série 1 des 2 contre-la-montre. Contre-la-montre pour le 100 par 4 par 100 mètres relay individuel, 4 nages individuels.
In the night to come and grab you, it can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind.
Our 4 teams in the pool for the first heat of the women's 4x100 meter medley relay. Lane 3, Team Yukon, led out by Amelia Rainey. Lane 4, Team New Brunswick, Sophia Batt. Lane 5, Team Prince Edward Island, Kinley Scott. And Lane 6, Team Northwest Territories with Josephine Henry. Fastest time in the 100-meter takeover, Team New Brunswick, Sophia Batt out at 1:08.52, followed off by Adriana Brown. Second, third, Yukon and Prince Edward Island, lanes 3 and 5. Aubrey Henderson on leg 2 for Yukon, and in lane 5, Riley Carr.
From this curse I'm in, trying to maintain that I'm struggling.
150 meters in, 50 meters through her leg. Adriana Brown still remains our lead for Team New Brunswick. Aubrey Henderson coming into her final 25, along with in lane 3 for Yukon, Aubrey Henderson and Riley Carr rather in lane 5 for Team PEI. 2:27.79 is Team New Brunswick and Adriana Brown out of her leg 4, then followed up with Lily Awad. 1:2:37.76 for Team PEI in lane 5, and 2:39.11 for Team Yukon in lane 3. PEI on leg 3 with Ivy Ban, Zoe Bells for Yukon in 3.
About me now and who I could have been, and then I picture all the perfect that we lived, till I cut the strings on your tiny violin. My mind's got a mind of its own right now, and it makes me hate me. I'll explode like a dynamite if I can't decide, baby. My head and my heart are torturing me.
Final 5 meters of fly in lane 4 for Lily Awad. Turn time of the 100 for New Brunswick is a 3:37.76 in 4. Taking over from Awad, May Legal in 4, followed up second at 3:45.43, Team PEI, now anchored out by Evelyn Connor. And third in 3 at 3:57.94, Team Yukon, anchored out by Maya Poirier. The fastest time in Heat 1 of the women's 4x100 medley relay, 4:39.75 in 4 for New Brunswick. Second fastest in lane number 5, PEI, 4:50.70. Third fastest in lane 3 at the end of Maya Poirier's 100 freestyle, 5:05.51. Three races to go on night number 4.
So sweet, so easy on the eyes, but hideous on the inside.
appear to have some ongoing deliberations. Times on the board for the last race have not yet been declared correct. Once again, times shown on the board for the last race are not correct at this time. Times on the board for that last race have now been declared correct. Times and times alone have been declared correct. This means 450.70 is the time to beat for gold in the women's 4x100 medley relay. Behind the blocks now, the 2025 Canada Games timed final for the women's 4x100 medley relay. Behind the blocks, le finale au Jeux du Canada contre la montre pour les femmes relais, 4 pas, 100 mètres, 4 nages.
Oh, you're the master of illusion. 나를 속이려 하지 마. Look at all the messes that you're fooling. But they'll turn on you soon, so how can you sleep?
Swimmers behind the blocks, please relax for a few moments, please. Swimmers behind the blocks, please relax.
You can try, but you can't hide.
It's a takedown, I'ma take you out and break down like what? It's a takedown, I'ma take you out and it ain't gonna stop. I'ma cut you open, use the probe and rip out your heart. You'll be begging and crying, all of you dying. I'ma cure and take you down. I'ma take it down. Take it down. Dance. Back door cracked, we don't need a key. We get in for free, no VIP sleeve. Drink that Kool-Aid, follow my lead. Now you're one of us, you're coming with me. It's time to kill the lights and shut the DJ down. This place about to tonight.
Shouldn't be more than another few moments here before we're getting underway with our third to last race of night 4 at the 2025 Canada Games swimming events. This will be our time final for the women's 4x100 medley relay up next. In a few moments, athletes, coaches, and spectators, we appreciate your patience. We'll be getting underway shortly.
Now what? We're taking control. We get what we want. We do what you don't. Dirt and glitter cover the floor. We're pretty and sick. We're young and we're bored. It's time to lose our mind and let the crazy out. This place about to tonight. We're taking names 'cause we don't mess around. This place about to blow. This place about to blow. This place about to This place about to This place about
Who's ready to go for the women's 4x100 Canada Games timed final.
Insane, go insane, throw some glitter, make it rain on 'em. Let me see them hands, let me see them hands on. We are taking.
Swimming in lane 1, led out by Alexandra Campbell, Team Newfoundland and Labrador. Lane 2, led out by Kasia Stapletat, Team Saskatchewan. In 3, Jordan Richardson for Team Ontario. Lane 4, Olivia Jo for Team BC. En couloir 5, Eve Labrie. Par équipe du Québec. Lane 6, Team Alberta, Christine Jo. 7, Addison Madden for Manitoba. 8, Nova Scotia, and Sophie Hunter. Top seed time for the women's 4x100 is a 4:15.88. Inbound, 100-meter turn. It is Quebec leading in 5. 1:04.41, la première position à la 100 mètres, équipe du Québec. Second leg is Douai, Abiti, BC, Alberta is 6 100ths behind. Third, BC in 4. Alberta with Haley Haynes, BC with Maëlle Sanborn. Top seed time is BC at 4:15.88. Équipe de Québec en couloir 5, 4, 17, 32. 150-meter turn and a shift. Alberta leads now at 1:37.74. Équipe de Québec second in 5. La deuxième position à 150 mètres. BC for third. Our top 3 now with a healthy gap on the remainder of the competition. It is lane number 6, Alberta at the turn with 2:16.58, followed 17:38 by lane 4 and Sanborn. Équipe du Québec slips down another position, third for the time being. Third leg. In 6 for Alberta, Taylor Ginther, Emily Golanowski for BC in 4. In lane 5 for Quebec, Claudia Boilly. 50 meters through their leg, Ginther leads now over Golanowski. Following seconds for BC at 2:46.25. Alberta leads, Quebec third. 250 mètres, équipier du Québec, la 3e position. BC in 3. BC in 4, catching up here to Alberta at the 300. Near tie, 3:20.10. BC leads in 4. 3:10, 7 100ths, Alberta, second in 6. And third, Équipe du Québec in couloir 5. Final 100 meters, Kelly Choi for BC in 4. Callie Cardiff for Alberta in 6. Aurelia Gigard in 5. Final 50 meters, BC out in front. Équipe du Québec, second fastest out of the 50, 27:34, but third still to Alberta. Home stretch, it's going to be Choi at 4:16.48. Second for Alberta in 6 at 4:17.93. And for third, for 1976, 4, 19, 76, équipé de Québec in couloir 5. Third place at 4:19.76 under the 4:39.75 swim in Heat 1. These are our unofficial top 3. Times and times alone on the board are correct, but with our top 3 faster than the first heat at 4:39.75, our top 3 in Heat 2 are bound for medals. We ask our top 3 for Heat 2 to please make their way down to our awards marshalling area for medalist presentation after the end of our final event. We now direct attention to the start end of the pool for the first heat, our first time final in the men's 4x100 meter medley relay. La première finale contre la montre pour le 4 par 100 mètres relay in 4 nages masculin. Swimming in lane number 3, representing Northwest Territories, Ignat Tarski. Lane 4, Claudio Ritescu for New Brunswick. Lane 5, Eric Thompson for Team PEI. And lane 6, Roy O'Born for Team Yukon. 30.04 is the leading time for Team PEI in lane 5, followed up second by New Brunswick in 4 and Northwest Territories in lane 3 for third. Fastest time of the 100, 103.88 is Team PEI, Eric Thompson, and 106.272 for New Brunswick in 4. Northwest Territories for third and 3. Turnovers, first, second, third. Lane 5 is PEI's Rafael Al-Hajar. Zachary Newman for New Brunswick in 4, and Spencer Nelson for Northwest Territories in lane 3. Coming down towards our 200-meter turn, just past 175, New Brunswick, PEI, Newman, Al-Hajar. A half body length between these two into the 200. Leading turnover at 2:13.78 for New Brunswick and Newman, 2:14.96 for PEI. Newman passes off to Vincent Le Breton, and in lane 5, Équipe Île de Prince-Édouard, Samuel Grotte. Third out, Northwest Territories. Now Elliott Fast in the pool. 2:41.49. Le Breton leading for New Brunswick in 4. Godet and Team PEI in 5. Gap now between first and second is 5 meters for New Brunswick up in front. 100 meters to go for New Brunswick in 4. 3:19.51 now in 5 for second PEI. Oliver Boone, Avery Fleischauer are anchors for our top 2 teams at the 300 mark. .3:41.39, New Brunswick, Oliver Boone. And the fastest time is a 4:11.63 in lane number 4 for New Brunswick. .4:14.29, second place for Team PEI in lane 5. And for third fastest, 4:43.53, Northwest Territories on the anchor, Cole Lizotte. We are showing a disqualification on the board in lane number 3. This is a disqualification event 142, heat 1, lane 3. Once again, disqualification event 142, heat 1, lane 3. Nous avons une disqualification, épreuve 142, série 1 et couloir 3. Times on the board with that taken into account are correct. Our third fastest time is now Yukon in lane 6 at final swim of the evening. We're gonna put it all up here on the board. Who's ready for the men's 4x100? This is your time, the Canada Games men's 4x100 meter medley final. La finale aux Jeux de Canada contre le montre pour les hommes relais 4 pas 100 mètres 4 nages.
If you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them out. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh big, getting faded on that top grade. No, you ain't walking out alive, then what we on? And you know I got it poured for the ones who gone. R.I.P.'s in your memory, we carry on. When I die, they will not bury me, not what I want. Burn my body, pour my ashes in the river, y'all. That's how we know it, that the flow about to carry on.
Swimming in lane number 1, representing Team Newfoundland and Labrador, James Traverse, Lane 2, Team Manitoba, Rimso, Nkachika. In 3, Team Alberta, Kinnan Sen. Lane 4, Gavin Shinkelchoik for Team Ontario. In couloir 5, Équipe du Québec, Oliver Carpenter. Lane 6 for Team BC, Colton Gonzalez. Lane 7, Team Saskatchewan, Soren Hansen. In lane 8, Team Nova Scotia, Ethan Kershaw. Into our 100-meter turn. It is lane 4, Ontario. Shinkelchoik in at 56.91, followed up at 58.67 for Alberta, and 58.86 is Équipe du Québec in lane number 5. La troisième position, 59, 85 in couloir 5. In lane number 4 for Ontario, Tazio Mastromateo, followed up by Alberta's Soren Young, and in lane number 5 for Quebec, Justin Lebele. 150 meters in, 126.67 for Ontario. Équipe du Québec, en maintenant les deuxième position, 28.5. On 28.5 in couloir 5. Out in front into our 200 now. It's a body length lead and shrinking for Ontario in 4. At 2:02.06, off goes Matthew Blackwell into the fly, followed 2:03.74 by Équipe du Québec in lane 5. La deuxième position aux 200 mètres. 2, 3, 60. For third, Ontario in 4. $250. 25.51. Ontario is still our gaining leader in 4. 2:27.57 followed up. Équipe de Québec, Henri Vaillancourt. 2 body length lead for Ontario. 2:57.12 in 4. 3 minutes 03. Palindrome at the 300 for Quebec in 5. 3 minutes 03. In third, BC with Preston Centerbradney in lane 6. Come on, folks, it's the last 100. Canada Games record, it stands at 3:45.45 from 2013. Jeffrey Swanson, Eli Wall, Evan White, and Bryce Squeegee and Delaney for Ontario. 3:43 on the clock, 45 under the flags. It's going to be Ontario. Gabriel Ardelianu stops the clock for Ontario at 3:49.14.
Toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper.
Second place finish at 3:50.98. Équipe du Québec in lane number 5. La deuxième position, 3:50.98 in couloir 5. And for third at 3:52.77, BC in 6, anchored out by Alex Cameron. 3:52.77 is faster than our top time in Heat 1 of 4:11.63. These are our unofficial top 3 for the men's 4x100.
And you know I got it, boy, for the ones who gone. R.I.P.'s in your memory, we carry on. When I die, they will not bury me.
Times and times alone shown on the board are correct. This is Ontario, Quebec, and BC headed to the podium.
Anything you've ever known, anything you've done. They ask me how you get like this, how you live.
Well, folks, what did you think of night number 4 at the 2025 Canada Games?
Watch your skirt the way they ask me how you get like this, how you live like this, why you worry about it, get up on my, get up.
Some great racing through the course of our night's finals.
Watch me skirt the whip, yeah, swerving.
2 new Canada Games records, including a back-to-back from Team Manitoba's Tegan Purvis, and 1 new, our first Canadian record in the event in the SB12 men's 100-meter breaststroke for Antoine Saint-Germain of Équipe de Québec. This brings our total for the games for Canada Games records up to 23, and 1 new Canadian record for the week. We're going to be proceeding shortly into our relay awards. We'd like to call our medaling relay teams for the women's and men's 4x100 medley relay down to the awards podium, please. Down to our awards marshalling area.
Like, money on my mind, we gon' run it up. See what you gon' find, baby, push your luck. We been on the grind, we been getting up. We ain't got that time for
Barbara Streisand. Barbara Streisand.
Once again, we'd like to invite our 6 relay teams for the women's and men's 4x100 and men down to our awards marshalling area. We'll be presenting our awards shortly.
Barbara Streisand.
We now direct your attention to the far end of the pool and our Canada Games. Jeux du Canada 2025 2025 banner for the medalist presentations of our women's and men's 4x100 medley relay. Please welcome out your medalists for the women's 4x100 medley relay. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles de femmes relay, 4 par 100 mètres 4 nages. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver, and gold medals. Au nom des Jeux du Canada 2025, remettre la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnants. Canada Games Host Society board member and 4-time Canadian Paralympic team member, Aquarena Roxon. 5-time Paralympic team member. Your bronze medalists, médaille de bronze, Équipe du Québec, Yves Labré, Douai Abeti, Claudia Boilly et Aurélia Girard. Your silver medalists, Team Alberta, Christine Joe, Haley Haynes, Taylor Ginther, and Callie Cardiff. Your gold medalists, representing Team BC, Olivia Zhou, Mael Sanborn, Emily Golanowski, and Kelly Choi. Congratulations, medalists. Félicitations, médaille. Please now welcome to the pool deck our medalists for the men's 4x100 meter medley relay. Veuillez accueillir nos médailles du homme relay 4 par 100 mètres 4 nages. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, presenting the bronze, silver and gold medals. Au nom du Jeux du Canada 2025, remettra la médaille de bronze, d'argent et d'or aux gagnantes. Canada Games Host Society board member, 5-time Paralympic team member for Canada, Paralympic medalists, and recipients of the Order of Newfoundland and Labrador, Katarina Roxon. Your bronze medalists, Team BC, Colton Gonzalez, Liam Chu, Preston Seneveratney, and Alex Camara. Your silver medalists, médaille d'argent, équipe du Québec, Oliver Carpenter, Justin Levelet, Henri Vaillancourt et Ethan Izikov. Your gold medalists, the médaille d'or, representing Team Ontario, Gavin Shinkleshoek, Tazio Mastromateo, Matthew Blackwell, and Gabriel Ardelianu. Congratulations, medalists, and félicitations, médailles. And again, congratulations to all of our medalists, both individual and relay, through tonight's finals. Et encore une fois, félicitations à tous les médailles individuelles et relais pour le 4e soir du soir final pour le 200 mètres 2000. Our 2025 Canada Games swimming events on night 4. We now invite, at the end of our session here, our officials present on deck to make their way off deck at this time. Thank you for joining us today. We wrap up now our second day of swimming here at the Works Aquarena. Competition continues tomorrow morning, starting at 9:30 a.m. We hope to see you then. Enjoy your evening. One more night of racing to go in the pool at the 2025 Canada Games. Ainsi s'est terminée la 4e journée de compétition de natation au The Works Aquarena. Nous vous remercions de votre présence. Les épreuves se poursuivantes demain matin à partir de 9h30. Nous espérons vous y voir nombreux. Bonsoir.
I walk into a club and I found paradise. I'm seeing stars, I can't believe my eyes. Seeing stars. Oh my, starry-eyed surprise. Sundown to sunrise, dance all night. We gonna dance all night to this DJ. I sugar dance all night to this DJ. Oh my, starry-eyed surprise. Sundown to sunrise, dance all night. We gonna dance all night to this DJ. I sugar dance all night to this DJ. Dance all night to this DJ. I love a dance all night to this DJ. Now the record always spins on the trails we blaze. The walls are closing in, but that's okay, cause I've been waiting all week to feel this way. And it feels so good, so good. I'm on top of the world, the coolest kid in the neighborhood. So let me be a star for one night, that's right. Sweatbox, laser beam, flashing lights. You got to feel the rush, feel the spice of life. Thug life, 50 rows of dice, snake eyes, surprise eyes in, mesmerizing. The minds are sick ones, cause what we are is victims of fun. Come on, come on, the fun has just begun. Come on, the fun has just begun. Oh my, starry-eyed surprise. Sundown to sunrise, dance all night. We gonna dance all night to this DJ. I sugar dance all night to this DJ. Oh my, starry-eyed surprise. Sundown to sunrise, dance all night. We gonna dance all night to this DJ. I sugar dance all night to this DJ. Dance all night to this DJ. I love a dance all night to this DJ.